G'day guys, I am Shaun Keenan, the host of Comics to Movies and More, and as always I have my co-host Stephen here. This is another Quickstarter video. We're going to give you some tips and tricks on how to use and create reward images for your Kickstarter, whether that's comics or other mediums. But Stephen, how are you today, mate?
I'm good. Look, just a little bit topical. Australia is starting to all reopen up, so it's an exciting time.
Yes, we opened at 6 p.m. yesterday. I had no power at all. It's at home. No power, no telecommunications, and no internet. So I couldn't use my phone. So when I was speaking to you yesterday, I had to travel 40 minutes to kind of get, and we had to go further regional because we weren't allowed into Melbourne until 6 p.m. Last night. So, but all fun and good. I'm super excited about our topic tonight. We talked about in our last Quickstarter video about reusing, repurpose, and recycling content and those type of things. And this is another really good example that you can use for your Kickstarter when you're promoting and everything like that. So without further ado, let me share my screen here. Now, I have a Kickstarter that is about to launch next Friday called The 13th Labor. It's issue number 2. Now, these are the reward images that we are going to use both on the Kickstarter campaign page, but we're then going to use these all for our promotional purposes afterwards. So we've designed these up to be a square so that we can use them on Instagram. We can reuse them on Facebook ads and those type of things. So using a carousel image and that type of thing in showing what you can get for your campaign, and then we'll also use it for any posts that we're using up. So we're not just link dropping the same cover photo that we're doing when we're trying to promote each time. So I'm just going to flick through a couple of these to show you the different reward types and then how we've done the different images.
Look, and I think it's also important to note here that there is a difference between both platforms. There is a difference between Indiegogo and Kickstarter in this respect. Indiegogo has the one advantage that on the different reward levels, you can actually add an image to the reward levels. And everything is visual. So if you put that image on the reward, people will jump to it a little bit more. Kickstarter doesn't have that. So in a Kickstarter campaign, this is even more important. And there's another thing that Indiegogo does that Kickstarter doesn't do is a featured tier. It allows you to put one tier above all other tiers and have that image glaring out at you. So you can kind of tempt people to go, this is the pack you should buy. Not the pack or, which in sequential number, but this is the one that, as the creator, is the one you want to try to sell the most. So to try to take advantage of that in Kickstarter, having these type of reward images, I think it's almost essential now in Kickstarter because it lets you drive the reward you want to see the most. It lets them get the snapshot at the rewards, like the pack they see. Oh my God, for example, that $85 pack, I get all this swag with it, as well as it also, when you're advertising, as you mentioned, it allows you to advertise the reward tier which you want to promote the most. Because I would imagine you have a particular reward in that, your reward scheme, which you feel is the one that's going to appeal to the most number of backers. As much as we always love to sell our $1,000 rewards, the appeal for that one isn't as high as an appeal for, say, an entry level or a mid-level tier.
Yeah, there's a lot of psychology around selling. And one of those things is what you've just hit on and you mentioned there, is being able to visually show someone everything that they're going to get for that price. So, you know, on an image like that, it does have the price on it, but it's much smaller than all the images and all of the stuff that you're getting in the pack. So there's a little bit of psychology around there in regards to making it appeal to someone, both on a Kickstarter page, but then when you're trying to sell via a social media platform.
Yeah. And on this particular reward, and we've been cycling through a couple of rewards, it's always to highlight that particular item in that reward, which is key. I think that's probably the absolute key to making one of these images. You actually stopped on the absolute perfect image, because what do you want from this? I want the original art. Yeah, I get PDFs. Yeah, I get a copy of the book, whatever. I want the original art. So guess what image needs to be the absolute biggest? Yeah, sketch to the back.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what we've done with each of these rewards. So there's exclusive drawing cover. This is a cover where we've got two people that have backed at this campaign and they've been drawn onto the cover. And this is an exclusive one that we do for each Kickstarter event. So as you said, it's the predominant image there. So you're trying to say, okay, this is what we're trying to sell, which is, you know, on this one, design your own cover. So but understanding, you know, your reward tiers, what's going in on all of them. You know, you're very good, Stephen. I know with your campaigns, you do what they call build on each level. So, you know, the next level has something else, but it includes the level underneath, and you're building on top of this type of stuff. So, you know, we just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek on how we go about creating reward images, how you know, we can use them, as we said, that repurpose, reuse, and recycle, the 3 R's, are a really good platform, especially for us indie creators, when we don't have an unlimited budget and, you know, you're needing to get the most out of it. So I do just want to mention that these have been done by Brad Van Geest. So he's an amazing graphic designer and artist. So you can reach out to him, and he'll charge on a per image or per project basis. That's the discussion you can have for him. But that's what I do. Now, I know you, Stephen, do you do all your designs yourself for each of your Kickstarters?
I do. And look, I try to keep my Brad's work is a lot better, and I'll link to Brad's YouTube channel in the description below. But look, Brad's a lot of things, but I try to keep mine very, very simple. So you just want to show that key reward, and make sure that people know if it's a built-in one, to say, if I get you know, the next reward down, I'll get everything from the rewards previous and something extra. And that's how you want to do it. So at least people know exactly where the levels are. So you don't want people to get confused. You don't want to go, oh, I want something from this reward and something else from this reward, and the parts don't match up. You do definitely want people to be able to have, if they pick a reward tier, to get everything that came before it.
Perfect. Well, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and click notify for when we go live and when we upload these type of videos. I hope you found that interesting, and have a great day.